and live local sports. WYLN, we're your local network.
Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight on WYLN News. I'm Gary Perna. A glitch in Hazelton's payroll software has city administrators scrambling. The glitch resulted in more wage taxes withheld from half of the city's workforce. It was this year when a county judge gave the okay for the city to increase the wage tax to help the financial recovery of the city. According to the mayor, the glitch affected 60 of the 108 city employees. Mayor Cassett said the city is working to get the money back to the employees before their checks are even deposited into their accounts. The higher tax rate is based on the city's recovery plan, which hikes the resident EIT from 1.35 to 1.75% to pay for pensions. The increased rate was supposed to be applied retroactively to July 1st, but the glitch in the accounting software mistakenly withheld the tax at a higher rate since January 1st. The withholding is set to be about $4 for every $1,000 made by city employees. Michael Marshak's fate is in the hands of a jury. The jury got the case just before noon today. They started deliberating Marshak's fate. He is charged by state police with first, second, and third-degree murder and the death of his father, Gary Marshak. Closing arguments were held Wednesday and wrapped up this morning at the courthouse in Pottsville. We are still waiting to hear if the jury will reach a decision. We will, of course, bring it to you as soon as we learn it. Police in McAdoo were alerted by Hallmark Industries in the McAdoo Industrial Park that a former employee was attempting to sell metal that he had stolen from the company on his Facebook page. 24-year-old Patrick Ryan of Tamaqua was taken into custody after an undercover investigation. Police arranged to meet with Ryan at Fagley's parking lot on South Kennedy Drive on December 5th to use $480 of pre-recorded money to buy the diamond-plated metal. He met with a plainclothes officer to help put the metal into an unmarked police car. Ryan was arrested and charged with receiving stolen property in Schuylkill County. After pleading guilty to delivery of a controlled substance, a Barnesville man is headed to jail. 24-year-old Kyle Miranda admitted last week to selling fentanyl to a confidential informant back in December of 2017 in Ryan Township. After entering his guilty plea, prosecutors withdrew charges of possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance and possession of a controlled substance. Schuylkill County President Judge William Baldwin accepted his plea and sentenced him to serve 2.5 to 6 years in state prison. He must also submit a DNA sample and pay $100 to the Substance Abuse Education Fund. An Ohio man is now facing federal charges after police found drugs in his vehicle after a traffic stop last week in Butler Township. State police stopped a vehicle being driven by 56-year-old Curtis Riley on Interstate 80 on December 3rd. We told you about that case. Well, now they found over 8 pounds of heroin stashed in a hidden compartment. Now he's not only been charged by state police with drug delivery, he's also been indicted by a federal grand jury on Tuesday for conspiracy to distribute and possession with the intent to distribute the drugs. The indictment also alleges that Riley conspired with others to distribute the heroin, fentanyl, beginning in 2017. Code enforcement officials plan to investigate whether any violations existed in an apartment where 3 people died in a fire in Hanover Township on Monday. The Township Code Enforcement is awaiting the State Police Fire Marshal to release the scene back to them. Township officials say there were no inspections done recently on the apartment where 3 people died and 1 was injured when flames erupted early Monday morning inside 19 Little Street. That's a part of a multi-unit apartment building. According to Township Code officials, inspections must be done after every change of ownership or when a new tenant moves in for Township to issue an occupancy permit. Now, township officials are not saying anyone did anything wrong, but the township officials say they want to look into it. The fire chief, however, said at this point it is not clear if that apartment had working smoke detectors. Moving over to Wilkes-Barre City, where a city fire official has released the cause of Tuesday's fire. Wilkes-Barre fire investigators say the fire was caused by a malfunction in the home's heating source. It's being ruled accidental. The fire was called in just about 8 o'clock Tuesday morning, and it took about 3 hours to bring that fire under control. Fire Chief Jay Delaney said that with the home being remodeled at the time of the fire broke out, the home was filled with an enormous amount of flammable materials, which hindered firefighters' efforts in Wilkes-Barre. Coming up on WYLN News, no tax hike for one Schuylkill County community, plus an investigation is being launched. But first, let's take a look at your forecast here on WYLN. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we can expect rain, highs in the 40s and the low 30s. Monday, as we return back to work for the next week, it will be cloudy, a high of 38. Stay with us.
Oh, what fun it is to save during the Big Finish event. Come into All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today. Experience holiday cheer with the new 2018 Ram 1500 Crew Cab with Ram Cargo Management. Save up to $11,750. Or lease a new Dodge Durango SXT all-wheel drive for just $279 a month for 36 months. And get 0% for 60 months plus $1,000 in bonus cash. Oh, what fun it is to save during the Big Finish event at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
No tax increase for residents in Klein Township. That's according to township supervisors. The board voted to approve the 2019 budget of $752,613.74. The spending plan calls for the same millage rate at 10.812 mils. The budget calls for an increase in funding in public safety, road maintenance, and insurance. Also, the supervisors announced that the garbage rate for 2019 will not increase. There will be a carryover from 2018 of just about $220,000. Supervisors say they hope to use that money for a paving project in 2019. The Pennsylvania Auditor General has announced that there will be a statewide investigation into how voting equipment is selected. Auditor General Eugene DePasquale recently learned about the controversy in Luzerne County, where the Director of Election took a trip to Las Vegas in March of 2017 that was paid for by the county's vendor, Election Systems and Software Company. The county purchased the voting machines from ES&S back in 2006, and in early 2018 bought an electronic polling book system from the same company with a price tag of around $325,000. DePasquale stated that the idea of any public official in Pennsylvania who would go to Vegas for a junket for a company that are helping get taxpayer dollars for, let alone for elections, is a disgrace. The investigation by his office is being launched to review the entire process on how voting machines are selected in Pennsylvania. Well, the city of Wilkes-Barre, along with many other communities across the Commonwealth, are distributing Narcans as part of the Stop the Overdose in PA campaign. In 2017, Pennsylvania had the highest number of drug overdose deaths among all states nationwide. The free Narcan, which is a life-saving opioid reversal medication, will be distributed, or is being distributed, along with educational material by the Wilkes-Barre City Health Department until 7 p.m. tonight at the Kirby Health Center at 71 North Franklin Street. For more information, you can contact the Wilkes-Barre City Health Department at 208-4283, and those distributors are going on across the Commonwealth tonight until 7 p.m. in just about every county. The Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport is hosting its second Real ID mobile verification unit today. Now, Pennsylvania residents can pre-verify for Real ID at the airport rather than visiting a PennDOT driver's license center. To pre-verify, residents must provide proof of identification, proof of social security number, and proof of PA residency. Once the Real ID are become available in March, residents can apply online and pay for application fees. The ID will then be mailed to them directly. Now, to take advantage of the pre-verification, all you have to do is visit the airport up until 8 p.m. tonight in the terminal building on the main level. The next pop-up at the airport is scheduled for Thursday, January 17th. Coming up on WAP Walpin's News Choice and Community and You, we learn about this weekend's events with Joe Madden. Plus, we take a trip to Hillside SPCA. Stay with us.
I'm Stephanie Salavantis, the Luzerne County District Attorney. From me and my office, I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Tickets are now on sale for the annual Sounds of the Season concert at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazleton. Ring in the holidays with performances by the Hazleton Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, Fabergé Follies, Hazleton Philharmonic Big Band Sound. Tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for children. Sounds of the Season is brought to you by these businesses.
In preparation for the Christmas season, Antonia's Jewelry and Repair is filled with special collections for this season of joy. We offer a variety of watches, including Bulova. Fine diamond jewelry in yellow, white, and rose gold. Engagement rings that can be custom designed so it is one of a kind. Diamond anniversary bands, rings, pendants, earrings, and more. Full-service jewelry and watch repairs. Stop in to see Tony, formerly from Howard's Jewelers. Let her help you pick the perfect gift. Antonia's Jewelry and Repair, 289 Airport Road in Hazel Township.
We're going to have a December to remember with prices on Jeeps and Rams that will never, ever be beat. How about a 2019 Dodge Ram 1500 4x4 double cab? You pay $35,988. Or how about an 18 Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4? You pay $25,988. How about a 2018 Renegade Latitude 4x4? You pay $22,650. A 2019 Jeep Cherokee Limited 4x4? You pay $28,988. No payments till 2019. Check us out on the web at blazehazelton.com. Remember, taking the deals the other guys won't.
Welcome to Community and You here on Wyln. I'm Gary Perna. I'm very pleased to have with me Bob Curry from the Hazleton Integration Project, and today we're talking about, well, we're after Thanksgiving, we're before Christmas, so that means we're talking about Thanksmas and all the events that come along with it. Joe Madden coming back into Hazleton, and Bob, I can't believe we're talking right before this. This is the eighth annual event for the Around the Horn with Joe Madden and friends we brings in, and we were just talking about the first one with Yogi Berra and the great time we had with that. But I can't believe it's this is the eighth year. I can't believe that.
We can hardly believe it ourselves. It seems like it was a blur, honestly, Gary. It's gone by so fast and so much has happened. First, thanks a lot for having us on. We're always so anxious to try and share our message with the people of Hazleton, and this works really well. So thank you very much.
No problem. So we're going to talk about the Around the Horn event first. That will be happening on Friday night down at the Pines. And this year we have a special guest coming with Joe as well.
Yeah, this is Broadway Joe Namath meets Broad Street Joe Madden. And so we're really excited about that. And he's one of these guys that he's such an icon. And the opportunity to see Joe Namaths are dwindling. Joe doesn't travel as much as he used to. And, you know, so for us, we felt particularly pleased. And we just added a second, not that you need it once you have Joe Namath, but we added a second major player here. Larry Holmes is driving up from Easton, former heavyweight champion. So we've got Joe Namath and Larry Holmes at one event. And
I have to point out, there's a theme to this, and you're kind of the hint of the theme to Around the Horn. So you said to me, Gary, I'm going to wear my hat and my blazer on the suit, and I said, no problem. So we're talking about the 1940s.
Greatest Generation. That's the theme for the evening. We have a 12-piece band, brass band, playing hits from that time. And my wife wanted me to point something out. She wanted to say, I'm dressed in costume, because if I don't say that, everyone is going to assume I have lost my mind. So that's for you, Elaine, just saying. But yeah, it's really a lot of fun, and I think this is our first time at the Pines. We have jumped around a bit, which we wanted to be fair to all of the people in Hazleton. We went Lobitz's, we went Genetti's, we've been at the Country Club, and now we're at the Pines. And so we're encouraging everyone to dress up in this 1940s theme.
Always a great event. It's always great to see everyone going on. But we're not here just to talk about that. We also want to talk about, of course, the famous Thanksmas that will be going on Sunday. So again, we're in this week-long event. So Sunday at the Hip Center at the former MPB school, we will be having the Thanksmas off 12 to 3. Again, this is another one of those great community events.
It surely is, and this is the event that really started it all. When Joe was with the California Angels, he got this idea in his head that if he was ever in a position of power, what he would like to do is provide something to people who maybe are a little bit down on their luck, who might be a little bit economically disadvantaged. And so he came up with this idea of a high-quality meal and do it between Thanksmas and Christmas. Other agencies, of course, and with good reason, serve people at Thanksmas or on Thanksgiving and then Christmas. But between that, there's that gap. And we're right in the middle of that gap saying, okay, and this is high quality. We spent yesterday rolling meatballs, sausage, so it's a really ethnic meal. Everything is made from scratch.
Sounds good, and it's always one of those great events. We love being there. And of course, we've had up on the screen, you can call the Hip Center for more information. And of course, Thanksmas meal taking place at the Hip Center at 4th and Sidebridge Streets across from MPB Church. And Bob, the final event with Joe Madden that will be taking place on the following Friday, so a week from this coming Friday. This one's going to take place up at Harp, correct? Up on Poplar Street in the former Pocono Market Fair. Everybody knows it as. And this is a great event as well, getting some of the youth involved with some new programs that are going on.
This is a first for us. We have never done a boxing event of this sort. And again, we feel that one of the greatest things you can do is offer your community, the children in the community, the youth in the community, something positive. And athletics, particularly boxing, is tremendous for discipline, for routine, and building those values into these young fighters. And you keep people in a ring, and I guarantee you will keep them off the streets and out of trouble. All of the money for this event goes right back to the Hazleton Boxing Club. So we are pushing this 100%. I really encourage people, again, we have great people coming. We have former heavyweight champion Larry Holmes is coming up for that as well. Iran Barkley is coming, Hector Camacho, and Zab Judah, former welterweight champion. So we have 4 former champions, which is amazing for one event.
I want to thank you for taking the time to come up and talk with us.
By all means, and thank you for having us.
No problem. Of course, a great weekend and a great week coming up, so make sure you get out and support the Hip Center and all the great things going on in Hazleton. Thanks for joining us on Community and You Overlook. We'll see you.
Northeast Pennsylvania. Scenic beauty, close-knit communities. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Lehigh Valley Health Network is bringing you leading-edge cancer treatment that's close to home. Robotic surgery for quicker recoveries. world-class heart care, and access to top specialists. All from Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton and our 15 community locations. Neighbors caring for Greater Hazleton and beyond. Lehigh Valley Health Network.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square. Join us this season for holiday programming featuring The Chef Lou Christmas, Holiday Traditions, Holiday Baking with Jen Yamola, Holiday Cooking with Kathy Cucci, Polka Connection, Can Do Christmas, Sounds of the Season, From Saint to Claus, Hometown Holiday, Your Life Christmas Special, First Noel, Holiday Cooking with Helen and Kevin McDonald, Holiday Cooking with Granny Rita. Check out our website at WYLNTV.com for dates and times.
Basic things that you need to be aware of is providing ample food and water, and that means not frozen water. Also, you want to limit time out on any kind of ice or snow because they can damage their pads on their feet. Also, the law now states, if I'm stating that correctly, under Lieber's law, is that tethering is a 30-minute time frame in temperatures over 90 degrees and under 32 degrees. So there's time limits put on by the law that says that you can only have the animals out for those periods of time in extreme weather. Also, you must provide adequate housing for them when they are outside. That means a dog box or some kind of self-contained box that keeps them warm, and you're supposed to really have some type of bedding in it, whether it be straw or blankets or something like that. Being very careful when you're walking on ice, especially treated ice and snow, because that can really burn and damage animals' feet as well. Plus the fact that they lick their feet, so that can also cause digestive issues. You'd never really want to have any animal out in freezing weather. Their bodies just aren't set up for that type of thing. No matter how much people think that they're used to extreme weather temperatures, they are not. It's not healthy for the animal, and it's not legal. So you're not supposed to be letting animals out in extreme temperatures. Cats are much more shall we call them lickers than dogs. They're forever washing themselves, so certainly it can damage their feet and also their digestive as well. Plus, antifreeze leaking on cars and vehicles. It has a very sweet taste, and both cats and dogs often are attracted to that, and that can cause death.
Come one, come all to the second annual Christmas and Community Park. Everyone is welcome to attend the free event this Sunday, December 16th at Community Park in Hazel Township. There will be decorated hay rides throughout the park, free crafts for the kids, food, and a special visitor or two. Of course, we're talking about Olaf, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and the Gingerbread Man. And of course, we cannot forget about the main man himself, Santa Claus. And his wife, Mrs. Claus, will be arriving via the Hazel Township Fire Department at 4:30, followed by a tree lighting ceremony at 5 p.m. The event begins at 4 p.m. this Sunday and runs till 7 p.m. and is sponsored by the Hazelton Unico and the Hazel Township Recreation Authority. That's always a great time. Well, that's the news, and remember, you can always get news updates on our Wyln Facebook page, and as soon as we hear a verdict from the trial in Schuylkill County, we'll of course post it on our page as well. Now stay with us. A look at today's weather is next on Wyln TV.
Oh, what fun it is to save during the Big Finish event. Come into All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today. Experience holiday cheer with the new 2018 Ram 1500 Crew Cab with Ram Cargo Management. Save up to $11,750. Or lease a new Dodge Durango SXT all-wheel drive for just $279 a month for 36 months. And get 0% for 60 months plus $1,000 in bonus cash. Oh, what fun it is to save during the Big Finish event at All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Your safety matters to us, and now we've been recognized for it. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton earned an A in patient safety from Leapfrog Group. This means we're among the best in the nation for patient safety. We provide the expert care you need close to home.
Attention Wyln viewers, Wyln TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. Wyln, we're your local network.
We're going to have a December to remember with prices on Jeeps and Rams that will never, ever be beat. How about a 2019 Dodge Ram 1500 4x4 double cab? You pay $35,988. Or how about an 18 Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4? You pay $25,988. How about a 2018 Renegade Latitude 4x4? You pay $22,650. A 2019 Jeep Cherokee Limited 4x4? You pay $28,988. No payments till 2019. Check us out on the web at blazehazleton.com. Remember, taking the deals the other guys won't.
Roxbury's choice for news, weather,